So we will share assignments as well and the hands-on what we are doing. And the second thing is this is totally hands-on class, no theoretical class. So what all concepts, what all keywords will be studying, will be discussing, that will be related to hands-on only. Okay. So for hands-on, I prefer this Oracle Live SQL, Oracle Live SQL. Okay. And then Microsoft SQL Server is also there, but you are free. You can practice on any platform, whatever you like. We have many online SQL editor as well. That's not an issue. So this all are few points from my end, guys. So any question from you, from your end, anyone? No. Okay. So can we have a quick round of introduction from audience end as well? Just your name is there. Okay, that is fine. Your years of experience and what is your expectation? This is very much required. So shall we start with Abdul? Abdul, can you proceed? Yeah, Abdul, can you please proceed with your introduction? Your years of experience and what's the expectation you have from this session, why you have joined us?
Yeah, myself is Abdul Rauf. I'm now
Mhm.
working in Oman as an IT instructor. I hope this SQL course will help me to further develop my IT skills.
Okay, perfect. So Abdul, do you have any prior experience on SQL? Anything? If you have worked, if you know, if you have learned somewhere online,
No, no.
offline?
I
No.
think
Okay.
more than 7, 8 years back, what I saw that was only
Okay.
experience. Here we are working on different platform, and it's generally curriculum related package learning here
Okay.
it is.
Okay. Got it. Got it. So I will consider you as a fresher, totally fresher in this SQL world, right?
Yes, that will be better.
Okay, no issues. Okay, going with Prasad. Can you please introduce yourself? The introduction part is like you have to mention your total years of experience. If you're a fresher, just mention fresher. And what is the expectation you have from this session? Why you have joined this? Quickly.
Hello.
Yeah, Prasad. Can you
Yeah,
please
yeah.
go ahead? Yeah.
I am an example of Tech Mahindra, having
Mhm,
12 years experience
mhm.
in the testing. So I have a career break of 5 years.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So just I want to rejoin and refresh the
Okay, got it, got it.
concepts.
Got it. So do you have any prior experience on SQL, Prasad? Like you told, like earlier you were working in Tech Mahindra. So at that moment, do you have any experience on SQL? Anything?
Yeah. I worked as a test manager.
Okay,
So
okay.
I used to work in ETL technologies also.
ATL, okay, fine. Then you'll be knowing SQL. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. So it's like a brush up session for you, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Prasad. Moving to Dhanya. Yeah.
Yeah, so good morning all. So I do have 8 years of experience in ETL testing. And yeah, I do know basics in SQL, but this session is to gain advanced level of knowledge. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Dhanya. Thanks. So fine. Moving to Balakrishna. Guys, we have less time, so quickly. Yeah. Yeah, Balakrishna.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good
Yeah,
morning. Yeah, Balakrishna.
uh, I need to learn some of the basics of SQL. Already I know, but I need to learn some more knowledge. I need to gain an
Okay.
experience. For that, I
Okay.
need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what your experience, years of experience? Do you have any prior experience, something like that?
No, no, no,
Okay. Okay. So you are a
no,
fresher or you are working somewhere?
no, no. I am not working anywhere.
Okay, fine. No issues. Okay. Thanks, Balakrishna. Moving to Mrina.
Uh, Hello, Tanvir sir.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
it's
Hi.
Mrinal here.
Mrinal. Okay.
So,
Mrinal.
currently I'm working as a software engineer in a manufacturing company, and
Mm-hmm.
I have 2.5 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I have knowledge of SQL, and I have already worked on SQL Server and also working as a data analyst mainly on tools like Power BI and
Okay. Okay.
Python.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So what is the expectation you have? Because you mentioned like you working as a data analyst, so I think you'll be having some good knowledge of SQL, but what's the
Yeah.
expectation?
Actually, I'm also going to be handed over the ETL processing, and so I want to get a good command over SQL.
Okay, okay. Fine, fine, fine. Got it. Thanks, Mrinal. Thank you. Yeah, Mukilan.
Yeah, Dhanvir. Yeah, happy morning to all. Yeah, actually, I have 1 year of experience, yet 5 days to go. But yeah, I'm actually working in different domain, but actually looking forward to transition for a big data domain, so that I
Okay.
am here. And I know a little bit of basics and basic syntax. My
Mm-hmm.
expectation is I need to excel it. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, okay. Thanks, thanks. Thank you, Mukilan. And then we are left with Pritesh. Pritish, Pritish, right? Sorry if
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
pronouncing correctly. Pritish, yeah.
yeah. Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I have around 5 year of experience,
Mhm.
and my expectation is to write a tricky SQL code uh,
Mhm.
eh, in the industry. Like if any tricky kind of question came, how to write those tricky
Okay,
SQL codes.
got it, got it. Thanks, thanks, Pritish. Manikanta.
Hey, hi, hi Tanvir.
Hi, Manikanta.
Hi. As you know me earlier,
Yeah, yeah, I know, but others they don't know.
uh,
Please, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, just to brush up my SQL knowledge and to perform, uh, complex SQL queries, just to deal with. Uh,
Okay, fine, perfect. So thanks all for a quick introduction. Okay, so I know like you all, most of you are like experienced folks, and like you want to brush up your concepts on SQL. Some of you want to write tricky SQL queries, and some of you like want to enhance the concepts. What you know, you want to add some more flavor on top of that. That's good. I think you all joined this platform from LinkedIn, maybe. So that's good. So I wish you all a fruitful journey ahead. So the one thing which I need from you is good patience level. Okay. And secondly, please ask questions. Please make the session interactive. Okay. Don't be shy. Ask whatever question is coming to your mind. Then only the instructor will also get motivated. Okay. Fine. So let's start now. Before starting, anyone who can tell me why SQL? Why we? What is the need of SQL in any industry? Okay, suppose a particular company, any organization, if they are not working on SQL, so what's the problem? Anyone who wants to add, who wants to share thought?
Yeah, actually, when we store the data, we can forecast and we can analyze what are the future prediction, what are future demands we have, so that it will be helpful in that basis.
Okay, perfect. So perfect, good answer. So Mukilan has told that for any business, guys, any business, whether it is on online business, your grocery store or your e-commerce site or restaurant business, any business, if they have to stay in this competitive world, they have to understand the data that how the business is performing, right? You have opened a online store, but you're not monitoring that how the business is going, how much profit you have made, whether the profit is increasing or not, or the profit is increasing in which department. In online grocery you have many departments, right? Food, clothing, sports, kids toys, chocolates, and all those things are there. So you have to analyze each and everything, that how that each and every department is giving you profit. Maybe a particular department is giving a very good profit. Suppose clothing department, consider the example of Big Bazaar. The clothing department is giving very good profit, but at the same time the food and beverages, it is not giving good profit, even you are suffering loss. So if you're not analyzing your data, your business data, you will not understand the way the business is going. You will not get a competitive edge, right? You can see how frequently the application of Flipkart, Amazon, it is getting changed. The same the same offer what you're getting yesterday on Amazon, do you think the same offer will be there today as well? It changes very frequently because they have to analyze the business strain. They have to analyze the customer demand, what they're looking for, and accordingly, very frequently they're changing. So the crux of the story is, for any business to flourish these days, to stay in the market, to stay in this competitive world, they should know how it is going. Okay, and for that, they should know the data. They should know the data. They should know how to play the data, and this can be done only with the help of SQL. With the SQL, you can write query and you can fetch whatever information you want. So that is why SQL is required in each and every field, whether you go for ETL, ELT, big data, or data analytics, data scientist, okay, or if you are working on the front end, or if you're working as a business analyst. So for all the things, SQL is a must to have language. And why SQL? Because from SQL you can write queries and you can fetch the information, you can fetch the data, whatever you want. Okay. So fine. So maybe someone can tell me that, okay, fine, Tanvir, that is fine. You're telling that from SQL language, we can write the query and we can get the information, whatever you're looking for. But the same task we can do using Excel as well. I will store my business data in different Excel sheets in different tabs. And then in Excel as well, we have many filters, conditions, many calculations are there. We have lookups. I can do from that as well. But why SQL? Anyone who wants to answer this question? Why SQL then? I know that you all know the answer, but just show some courage level, okay, and come up to the front and tell me. Why SQL then? Who wants to go? No idea?
Yeah, I think in SQL we have structured data so that.
Okay, structured data. We will come to that. What is structured and structured data? That's good. That's good. So see, what all I told you, preparing a graph and extracting the data, the useful data and all those things. Correct. That can be done using Excel as well. And that can be done using SQL as well. Then why we are going to SQL? The thing is that the SQL, we can do the same task in less amount of time. Okay. And with less complexity. But if you're doing the same task using Excel, like a lot of complexities are there. You have to fetch data from multiple tabs, from multiple workbook. And then you have to use VLOOKUP functions, right? So many complexities are there. But in SQL, just store the data in a table, and then you can, if you are very good in SQL, so write the SQL query and you can get the data whatever you want. Okay. So that's all. That's perfect. So first of all, let me start with table. Okay. In the SQL world or database world, so simultaneously, guys, with SQL, I will be teaching you the concepts of database as well. So that will go simultaneously, because if some of the terms are there related to database, then I have to teach you that as well. So first of all, table. What is table? Table is like a container. Okay, table is like a container where you can store your data. Okay, where you can store data whatever you want. So table is a container. Before table, you have a concept of a schema, table space, database, and all those things. We will discuss all those things at a later point of time. Okay. So right now in SQL, you will be dealing mostly with the table. Now, what is the table? Table is a container where you can store data. Okay. Now, suppose I am creating an employee table. Okay. This is the employee table. And every table will be having a unique name. No two tables can have the same name. Suppose I have created a table employee here. Again, tomorrow I have created a table employee. So can I create two tables with the same name, guys? Come on, guys, please.
No.
Right? No. Why? What's the problem? What's the problem? Think and tell me. In a class, we can have two students with the same name. In an organization, in a company, we can have two employees with the same name. But why cannot we create two tables with the same name? What's the problem? Anyone who wants to share his thought? No?
Duplication, sir.
Duplication. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Take care. Okay, we will see that. See why you cannot create two tables with the same name in a database. One of the very simple reason I will tell you first of all. Okay, Whenever you're writing SQL query, I know that you all know about that SQL query, you have select, from, where, and all those things. Okay. So whenever you're writing a SQL query, suppose I write here select a star from employee. Okay. And in this employee table, I have column as employee name. Sorry. Employee ID. And then I have employee name. And then their location. And then salary. And this I have ID, name, location, and department. First of all, tell me, okay, these are known as columns. So in this employee table, column is ID, name, location, salary. So these are known as columns. Okay. So here we have 4 columns in this employee table: ID, name, location, department. Now tell me, this employee table and this employee table, they both, the structure is same or different?
Different.
Different, right? Here I have used department. I know that ID, name, and location are same in this 3, right? ID, name, and location is same. But what about the last column? In the first table, we have used salary, and the second table we have used department, right? So that is why it is different. Now, when you will write query, select a star from employee. Tell me, the SQL engine, it will hit this employee table or this employee table? Which one it will hit?
It will throw an error, I think.
It will throw
Ambiguity
error.
problem.
Ambiguity problem. The SQL engine will get confused. Suppose in this session, I have 2 audiences with the name, suppose Mrinal. Okay. If I will tell that, okay, Mrinal, please tell me the answer of this. So they both will get confused to whom I'm addressing, right? Similarly, if you have 2 tables in a database, so whenever you're writing a SQL query, SQL engine will get confused. So that is why, first of all, if you have already a table with the name employee, and if you're trying to create another table, so that will throw an error message. Okay, so SQL will not allow you to create another table with the same name. We will see all those things, okay, in the coming slides. We'll see all those things. So this is the concept. So you cannot create 2 tables with the same name. So that will not allow you. It will throw an error message. We will see that. Let me show you that. Suppose this is the table. This is syntax of table. I will tell you that what the syntax is, when what all these things are happening yet. Don't bother about that. Just understand that, okay, this is a syntax. Okay. So you can see the table has been created. Okay. I will show you this. So whenever you want to see the structure of table, any table which you have created, and you want to confirm that whether the table has been created correctly or not, then you have this keyword DSC. This is known as describe keyword. Okay, just write DSC and the table name. Okay, and then you run it. It will show you if the table exists. It will show you the structure of that. You can see the table structure is there. We will discuss all those things. What is this not null? What is number? Where can all this is? Don't bother about that. Okay. So you can see that already we have a table employee, and this is the structure of the table. Correct. Now let me create one more table with the same name employee. Now I'm trying to create one more table, and you can see the table name is same. Here it is employee, and here again it was employee, same name. So just instead of last name, suppose I want to create, I'm making a column as salary. Okay. Now I'm trying to create this table, and let's see what's output you are going to get. What is the output? Name is already used by an existing object. So why I got this error message? Come on, guys.
Because already table is, yeah.
Perfect, perfect, very good. Because already this employee table is present in the database. So that is why the SQL engine is not allowing me to create this table. Okay, I hope this is clear. You understood from this session hands-on as well. So that is why if you're getting this question in an interview, that okay, I already have a table, and if I'm trying to create a table, so tell me what will happen. So you should tell this, that the SQL engine will not allow you to create the table first of all. So story finishes there itself. Okay, perfect. Now coming back to this Excel sheet. So first of all, this is clear that you cannot create 2 tables with the same name. Okay. Now, in a table, these are known as columns. So in this employee table, the column is ID, name, location, and salary. Okay. Suppose ID is 1, name is A, location is Delhi, and salary is rupees 100. Okay. So this is known as one record. This is known as one record. Many of the students, they will get confused. They will tell that no, Tanvir, this is one record, this is one record, this is one record, this is one record. So in this employee table, total I have 4 records. Okay, so no, nothing like that. You have to look at the row row level. Whenever I'm asking that how many records are there, you have to look at a row level. See how many rows are there. Only one row, so it is one record. Okay. Similarly, if you are inserting another data, 1B, if it is Mumbai and salary is 200, so this is second record. Okay. Hope this is clear. What is the record? So this is your first record. This is the second record. So in this table, how many records you have, guys?
2 records.
2 records, 2 or 3. This is also there, no?
Okay.
We will consider this as well.
Yeah, then.
No. So in a table, these are the columns. So in a table, these are the columns. We will not consider column as a record. Okay. We will not consider this column as a record. These are the columns. So whenever I'm asking or someone is asking you that, okay, in this table, how many records are there? So you don't have to consider this column. Okay. Ignore this column and then start with the actual data. This is the actual data. So this is the first record. This is the second record. Then this table total, we have 2 records. Okay. Is this clear? Okay. And in this table, how many columns are there?
In this 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 columns. Okay. Very good. Now suppose in this table, I have added one more column, department. Okay. In this employee table, I have added one more column, department. Okay. Now tell me how many columns are there?
5.
5 columns. But in this department, we don't have any value. So will you consider this as a column?
Yes, it is column.
Correct. Even if data is there or not, that doesn't matter. Okay. At a column level, if data is there or not, that doesn't matter. Just look at the number of columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We have 5 columns. If someone is trying to confuse you that, okay, you don't have data in department column. So tell him that doesn't matter. So you have data or not. We will check the number of columns. So here we have 5 columns. Okay. Fine. What about this? Now tell me how many records are there in this table?
3.
3 records. Very good. We have 3 records. This is the first record. This is second record. This is third record. But maybe someone can confuse you that, okay, in this third record, you don't have ID. This is null. Then why you are considering this as a record? Okay. That doesn't matter. Even if you have a record where you have only one data. Suppose, take the example of this. I have only one data. Will you consider this as a record?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. This will be considered as a record. Okay. That doesn't matter that in the other columns you have data or not. Okay. That doesn't matter. Even if in one column the data is present, so you have to consider that as a record. So in this table, how many records are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So 4 records are there.
5 records.
5 records? No, 4 records are there. No? This is 1 record.
4 records.
Second record, third record, 4 record. Okay. Perfect. So hope you understood what is columns, what are rows, what are records. Okay. Any question on this, guys? Anyone? Any question if you have any general question on this time? Anyone who wants me to repeat? So is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going with that understanding that, okay, this is clear. Now, fine. So I have created this employee table in Excel sheet, and you all know how to do all these things in Excel. But the thing is, we are discussing about SQL. So maybe you can ask that, okay, Tanvir, fine, you have created this table. Now please show me this table, how to create this table using SQL. Okay, because before fetching data, before writing queries, first of all, you should create a table. And second, you have to dump data, you have to insert data, then you have to write queries. If you don't have a table, if you don't have data, so there is no sense, there is no meaning of writing SQL queries. Okay, so now we will see how to create a table. So first of all, you have to write create. Please ignore this all piece of code what I have written. Please ignore this one. Okay, concentrate from here only. So whenever you want to create a table, you have to write this create. Okay, this is known as reserved keyword. Now there are two kinds of keywords, and please don't make a note of all these things right now. I will share all these things with you. Okay, after this class, I will share each and every code with you. So there are two kinds of keywords. One is reserved keyword, and the second is user defined keyword. Anyone who knows what is reserved keyword and wants to share his thought, his or her thought? Anyone? What is the reserved keyword? Any idea? Don't think that whether it is right or wrong, nothing like that. Just share whatever you know.
There is a keyword. I think it's alias or that kind of.
Alias. Okay, fine, no problem.
Yeah,
Anyone else?
result keyword is
Prasad.
a result keyword is defined by the SQL standards, where it can be meaning for a particular thing, like sum or a particular create. These are the table.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
any functions and all that stuff.
Correct.
Aggregation. Max.
Correct. Correct. Very good. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Correct. Okay. So in one line, but you all have told the correct answer. Okay. So in one line, if some okay, and one more thing, guys. So those who are fresher in this platform, so I will tell you a generic, like even I am as a recruiter, I am working. So when we used to hire candidate, okay, we will ask questions. So in interviews, I'm telling, not on this platform, okay, because this is a learning platform. You can do whatever you want. You can share your thoughts on all those things. Don't think in that way. In interviews, those who are fresher, you are planning to switch. When interviewer is asking question, okay, so try to give very straightforward answer in one line like that. Okay, if you are if you're making a stories, so that will make some negative impact. Okay, but this is a learning platform, this is not applicable here. Okay, here you can tell whatever you want, whatever is coming to your mind. Okay, so if an interview, someone is asking me that, okay, tell me what is reserved keyword, so I will tell that reserved keywords are the keywords which SQL has some special meaning, or this keywords have a special meaning in SQL engine. That's all. Okay, a special meaning in SQL engine. So when I will write create, okay, so the SQL engine will understand that, oh, okay, user wants to create something. What, right? User wants to create something. Then I will write create table. So the SQL engine will understand that, okay, user wants to create some table. Okay, so these are known as reserved keywords because this has been reserved for SQL engine. This have some special meaning. The moment you will write, the SQL engine will understand what the user is trying to do. Hope this is clear. Reserved keyword. Okay, and the examples what you all have told, Prasad has told, and many other has told some example. They are the correct example. Create, table, minimum, max, and aggregate functions. So we'll discuss all those things. Okay, but you are correct. Those are the reserved keywords, and they have some special meaning. So I'm trying to create a table employee. So you have to write create table. Okay, and then after that write the table name. So here I'm trying to create a table with the name employee. Okay, so till now, is it clear? So whenever you want to create a table, you have to write create table and the table name, whatever you want. There is no restriction on this. What name you want, you can give this name here. If you want to create a table of your name, you can write your name here, Tanvir, or whatever you want. Okay, and then you have to open a bracket and close a bracket. And inside this bracket, you have to mention the column names. You can see here we have a column with the name ID, right? I have written ID here. And then you have to write data type. What is the data type and all those things I will discuss in the coming classes. I don't want to go in that topic right now, but just try to understand in SQL and many other languages you all have exposure in Java and many other C. You will see that whenever you are using a variable column name, you have to mention the data type. Okay, why we use data type? What are the different data types? We will discuss all those things, guys. So please don't deviate your mind to that direction. Okay. So I want to create a table employee and ID is the column and this is the data type number. Okay, fine. Now, next column is name. Okay, next column is name. Then name column, I'm keeping it as a varchar2. What is varchar2 and all those things? Please don't think right now. I will discuss all those things. Just assume that this is something varchar2. Okay, and then you have column location. Location again, I'm keeping it as a varchar2. I will tell you why I've kept this as a varchar2 and why I kept the first column ID as a number. There is a reason behind this. We'll discuss all these things. And then we have column salary. Salary, I will keep it as a number. And then we have column department. Okay, fine. So this is the syntax. Whenever you want to create a table, you have to use this syntax. Okay, create table, and this is user defined keyword. Employee, it means this is totally, you have all the freedom to keep the name. You want to create a table with the name employee, or you want to create a table with some other name, you can do that, not an issue. Okay, so now I'm trying to execute this. Let's see what's the output. So again, same error message. Why this error message is coming? Name is already used by an existing object.
Just some time back, we created table with the same.
Okay. Yeah, correct. Sometime back, we have created a table with the same name. Okay. So what to do now? What to do? I have to change the name, right? If I will create the name like employee 1, is it fine now? Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So now I think Abdul has told that Tanvir, you have already created a table with the name employee, and that is why this error message is coming. Please change the name. So I can change the name to employee 1. Okay, now let's see. I'm running this. Oh, table is created. Table is created. Okay, now I want to verify. Someone is telling that, okay, Tanvir, no, please show us that table has been created or not. We want to confirm. So you have to use this command, dsc describe, okay, and write the table name, employee 1. Just run it. Okay, table has been created, right? Okay, now you can verify from here. The first column was ID. Do you have ID column here? Okay, ID column is present. That is correct. Next was the name. You have name column as well. You have location, salary, department. You have location, salary, department. Okay, now check the data type. Here it was number. ID is number. That is correct. Name varchar2 10. Varchar2 10. Okay, this is varchar2 10. Okay, like that you can see all the column names are there and the data type is present. Why? What is this null? Why it is blank? We will discuss all these things. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? Any question? Please ask.
While creating the table, okay. So if we give the table name or the column names, which is defined in the reserved keyword, what will happen?
Okay, very good, very good. I will come to that. I was just planning to come to a very good question. So I think Dhanya has asked that, okay, Tanvir, that is fine. You have filtered this table employee 1, okay, and you have shown us that, okay, this table is there, data table, everything is there, but perfect. But what I am planning is I want to create a table and the table name should be the reserved keyword, should be the reserved keyword. So she is telling that, okay, you have used their table name as employee 1. No, I want to create a table with the name create. It means like I want to use a reserved keyword while creating a table. The table name should be one of the reserved keyword. Am I correct? Is this the question you have asked?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope this question is clear to everyone. So here she wants to create a table, and the name of that table should be one of the reserved keyword. So I have taken this create. Create is a reserved keyword right now we have discussed. Okay. So now I'm trying to create a table with the name create. So now before running this, what you guys think? Please share your thought. Okay. And feel free to share your thought. Don't feel shy or don't be in hesitation mode. Okay. Tell me what will happen if I will execute this query. Yeah. Come on.
It may give message that reserve keyword error.
It will give a message that there is a keyword error. Okay, means some error message will come. Okay, fine. Any other thought, guys? Anyone else who wants to share his your thought? Okay, fine. Okay, before running this, okay, I'm giving you a question. You all like when you will go to some malls. Okay, what will happen? Malls or any government offices, you might have noticed that in the parking area, they will mention that, okay, this is manager's parking. Have you noticed this in mall or any government official? No, they'll mention particular location that this is the manager's parking. Correct. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this or not. So suppose it was mentioned that, okay, this is manager's parking, and you went there and you're trying to park your car. Okay, you're trying to park your car at the area where it is mentioned that this is for manager's parking or the reserved parking. Okay, so you're trying to park your car. What will happen? Come on, guys. Come, what will happen? The watchman or the person who is assigned there, he will come to you. Okay, and he will tell you that, sorry, please don't park your car here because that this has been assigned for the manager, right? Or take the example of restaurant. You will go to restaurant, you might see that a particular table has it is mentioned that the reserved, right? Can you sit there?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
If you're trying to sit there, what will happen?
Supervisor will
Respective
come.
supervisor will come and ask this is already reserved by some particular persons.
Perfect.
You just go to another table or
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Very good, very good. So in both the example, that car parking and in this restaurant example, one thing is common. You will get some message. Okay. Here, that watchman will give you a message, and there the supervisor or the waiter will give you a message, right? So similarly, here you are trying to create a table with the reserved keyword. Okay, this is a reserved. You are disturbing it. You cannot use it. So when you will execute this, what will happen? You will get a message, right? The SQL engine will throw a message. Okay, let's see what is that message. Oh, is it clear? Invalid table name. Why? Because you are trying to create a table with the reserved keyword, and that is why this is the error message. Hope this is clear. Anyone who wants me to repeat, I don't have any concern. I will repeat this. Guys, is it clear? You got it? So what is the summary? What is the summary then? What you understood from this? That we should never try to create a table with the reserved keyword name. Okay, fine. If you have understood, let me create one more table. And guys, please make this session interactive. Ask questions. Okay, this is the next. Now I'm trying to create a table, and I want to keep the name of that table as a table only. Okay, and I'm trying to execute this query. What will happen? Who will tell me?
Again, we'll get the same error.
Again, we'll get the same error. Why? What is the reason?
Because table is again the keyword.
Perfect. Table is a
Reserved
reserved keyword. Very good. Table is a reserved keyword, and Tanvir, you are trying to create a table with this reserved keyword. So this will give you an error message. Let me show you. Invalid table name. Is that fine? Hope this is clear. Okay. Oh, okay, fine, perfect. Very good. Any other question on this, guys? No question. Okay. Fine. So I hope you have understood that how to create a table, and this data type we will discuss. What is this? Why I written 10 and all those things we will discuss. Okay. Don't think about all those things right now. So this is the syntax of creating a table. And if you want to check that, okay, the table has been created successfully or not, so you can use this describe DESC and the table name. and this will give you that. Okay. And you should not create a table with the reserved keyword. That will throw an error message. And I've told you the reason as well why this will throw an error message. Okay. So if this is fine, so let go back to that table employee. Fine. Okay. Now coming back again. Okay, coming back. Now I am trying to create a table with the name employee. What will happen? I know I'm asking the same question again, but there is some reason. Tell me what will happen if I'm trying to create a table with employee. Come on, guys. You all know the answer, but you're not replying. I'm not sure why. Please.
Table already existed.
Table already exists, right? Table already exists. So this task was assigned to you in project. That okay, Mr. Tanvi, please create a table with the name employee, and I will tell them that no, already a table is there with the name employee. I cannot create because that is something against the protocols of SQL engine. That's correct, no? Okay. But my manager is telling that no. Actually, the business stakeholders they want the new table name to be employee only. Do something and create. Correct. Now tell me what I have to do, because business stakeholders, like in companies, business stakeholders, they are like everything. So if they're telling to create a table with the name employee, you have to create that. Okay, because they are not technically oriented and they will not understand all these constraints, right? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can create a table in different database.
Sorry?
We can create a same table on different database.
Same table with different database. No, you have to create in the same database only. Any idea?
Then we can alter the previous table.
We can alter the previous table. Okay.
Maybe we can drop the previous table.
Perfect. Very good. Come on. Okay. Now let's try to understand this, guys. 1 minute. Okay. So when there is this kind of requirement, someone is compelling you that no, I want to create a table with that name only. Like here, your manager is telling that no, Tanvir, you have to create a table with the name employee only. Okay. So what I have to do here is I have to drop. We'll discuss what is this drop, delete, truncate, erase, and all those things. Okay, don't think in that perspective. Don't start thinking your mind from that perspective. Okay, so you have to drop a table. So first of all, you have to drop the previous table. So if you are trying to execute this command, you are telling to SQL engine that please drop the table employee. Okay, so once you will execute this, that table employee will be dropped from the database. Okay, let me run this. Okay, you can get the message that table is dropped. Like now I want to confirm that whether the table has been dropped or not. What is the keyword for that? How I can confirm it?
You can say describe table.
Very good.
Table name.
Perfect. Whenever you want to check that the table structure is there in the database or not, you have to use this DSC describe keyword and write the table name. So here, like table name is employee, which we have dropped, and we are confirming that whether it has been dropped or not. So I'm writing describe employee. Okay. So now if I will execute this, so what do you think? What should be the output? Come on, guys. Who will tell?
To show the schema.
No, if the table is not there, what is the message? Object employee does not exist. This is no more in the database. So it will, you are telling to SQL engine that please describe this table. So if it is not there, then how SQL engine can describe this? How it can show the structure, right? That is why SQL has thrown error message that, okay, object employee does not exist at all. So, okay. So from this, you can confirm that, okay, this table has been deleted. Is this clear? Now can I create a table with the name employee?
Yes.
Right? Okay, let me create this. Okay, perfect. Now the table has been created. Now if I want to check that if the table is there or not, so again you have to run this describe employee. Now you can see the structure of this table. Is it visible? Okay. Hope this is clear. Any question on this, guys? Like if you want to create a table and that table already exists, then what you will do?
No, in case if the previous table has important records, then what about them?
Perfect, perfect. Very good, very good, very good, very good. So here I have dropped an employee table, but suppose in this employee table we have some confidential data. Okay, we have some confidential data or some business related important transactions. Millions of records are there. Okay, lot of useful information is there. Then Tanvir, you are dropping this table, so you will lose all the data. Correct. So in that case, what should I do? So in that case, now you have two options. The first option is you convey this to the business manager. Okay, that no, we cannot drop the previous table. It is having some useful and important information. Please suggest some other name for the new table. Okay. So now again, maybe like he will tell that, okay, fine, create with some new name, keep it like employee one, then it is fine. But suppose he is telling that, no, I want with the name employee only. So what you will do? Then you have to change the name of the previous table. We will discuss about that alter command. Okay, you have that alter command. We'll discuss all these things. Okay. Using alter command, you can rename this employee table, okay, to some other name. Is that fine? And then now you can create this employee table. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question, guys? Okay, perfect. Okay, so this was the syntax to create table and all these things we have seen. Now we have created the table. Now let me check this. After this, what you have to do? You have created table. Next, after creating table, what is the next task?
Data insertion.
Data insertion. You see, you have created table. You have built a house, but if no one is staying their house, that's of no use. So once you have constructed a house, the next task is either you will stay there or you will rent it, right? So the next task is to insert data. So to insert data, you have a keyword insert. So the moment you write insert, the SQL engine will understand that user wants to insert something. Now tell me, insert will be a reserved keyword or user defined keyword?
Reserved keyword.
Reserved keyword. Very good. Because the moment you will write insert, the SQL engine will understand that the user wants to insert something. Then you have to write insert into, means you want to insert something into. Into means where you want to insert. The SQL engine will ask you that where you want to insert. Then write the table name that, okay, I want to insert into table employee. Okay, now here is one question that you can ask question that, okay, Tanvir, right now you have created this employee table. Then why again you are mentioning the SQL engine? By default, he should understand that the user has created this employee table. He wants to insert data into this table only. Then what is the need to write this name again? Okay. So anyone who wants to share his thought that why I have to mention this name explicitly that insert into this table? Any idea, guys? Okay,
Because we have to insert data into that table only.
That table only. Okay, very good. Actually, in database, you have many tables, maybe 20, 30, 100, 200, 500, like that. Okay. Now, if you will just write insert into, the SQL engine will get confused that where I have to insert, in which table I have to insert. Correct. Suppose you are going to buy a, what I can say, a flat. Okay. And you went to a society. The society owner, he is telling that, okay, take the flat whatever you want. So you cannot take in that way. That has to be predefined. They will tell you that, okay, on 5th floor or 4th floor, the corner flat is there or something like that. So similarly, you have to mention the exact flat name or the table name. So here I am trying to insert into employee table. Okay. And then you have to write values, means what all values you want to insert, what all data you want to insert. Then write the exact data. Suppose the first is ID. So I've written ID as 1. Then name. The second column is name. So I'm giving name as A. You can write any name, whatever you want. I've just taken A. Okay. And location. Suppose location is Delhi. So you have to write Delhi here. And then salary, suppose if it is 100, I mention 100. And then if it is department, suppose it is HR department, I mention HR. Okay. Now I'm trying to execute this. Now let's see. One row inserted. So one record has been inserted into this table. Now let's verify the data has been inserted successfully or not. So whenever you want to verify the data that you have inserted a record and data is there or not, you have to use this keyword select star from employee. Okay, now let's discuss before run. Okay, let me run this and then we'll discuss what is select, what is star, and all these things. You can see data is inserted. Is it fine? Data what we are trying to insert 1A Delhi 100 HR, is it present here? Okay, fine. Now whenever you want to check the data is there or not, you have to write this query. First of all, you have to write select and then a star, then from, and the table name. Here the table name was employee, that is why I've written employee here. Okay, now this select is a reserved keyword. Whenever you will write select, the SQL engine will understand that okay, user wants some data. User wants some data. And then when we will write star, star means user wants everything. Please make a note. The star in SQL world means everything. I repeat, the star in SQL world means everything. You want everything. Okay, but this star is known as a costly keyword as well. We will discuss down the line why star is known as a costly keyword. Okay, then you have mentioned from. So you have to mention that from which table you want data, because you have a lot of tables in database. So you have to clearly mention to SQL engine that from which table you want the data. So that is why whenever you want to view the data, to fetch the data, you have to write select a star from employee, and you can see the data will be populated. Okay, any question till now, guys? Please ask questions.
Right now we have inserted only one record. Let's say we have to insert multiple records at a time. Do we have to write separate insert query, or is there any other way?
Correct. I will come to that. You can write separate insert as well, or you can write one query and from that query all the records will be inserted. Or sometimes you have data in a table and you want to copy the data in another table. That is also a scenario. That is also possible. We'll discuss all those things. Okay, that's good. I will cover those parts as well. So this is like a way when you want to insert one record, and I have shown you that. Okay, this is whenever you want to confirm the data has been loaded or not. So this is the keyword select star from employee, and you can verify that okay, data is present, everything is fine. Now let's discuss something about this insert. You can see I have written here A, and I have kept this is in quotes, right? You can see A is in quotes, but one I have not kept in quotes. Similarly, Delhi I have written in quotes, but 100 is not in quotes. HR I have written in quotes, right? Why this things I have written in quotes and this numbers I have not written in quotes? What is the reason?
Data type.
Data type, very good. See guys, whenever you have number data type, here ID is a number data type. Okay, salary is a number data type. Whenever you have a column with a number data type, it is not mandatory to write that in quotes. I repeat, whenever you have a column with number data type, it is not mandatory to write that in quotes. If you want to keep it in quotes, you can keep. That's not a problem. Suppose if I want to keep one, it is a quotes. I can keep. That's not a problem. Okay, but if you have a column with varchar2 data type or varchar data type or char data type, then it is mandatory to keep that in quotes. Otherwise, it will throw an error message. Okay, hope that is clear. Let me show you this with an example. I am trying to insert another record. So suppose this is 2 and B, and the location is Mumbai, and this is 200, and he is from technology department. Okay, and I'm keeping this, I have not kept this in quotes. Okay, now I'm trying to run this. So what should be the output, guys?
Syntax error.
Column not allowed here. Okay, you got it? Because this column, yeah, SQL is understanding that this is number because you have not kept it in quotes. Okay, that's why this is showing error message. So always whenever you have this varchar or char columns, you have to keep that in quotes. Now let me keep this in quotes. I'm trying to run this again. One row inserted. Now, if you want to confirm, check, write this, select a star from employee and run this. Okay, now you got two records. One A Delhi 100 HR. This we have inserted earlier, correct? And then right now we have inserted 2B Mumbai 200 Tech. So this is also present here, 2B Mumbai 200 Tech. Okay, is this clear, guys? Any question?
No.
Clear to everyone? No questions. Okay, fine. So this is the way. So right till now we have seen how to create a table, what are reserved keywords, what are user defined keywords, and then we started the session with SQL, that why we want SQL and all those things. And then we have seen that how to create a table, how to insert data, and we have seen few scenarios. Okay, like where it will throw error message and few rules and regulations. Fine. So we have inserted data, and I think Dhania has asked about that. And I'm not sure who has asked. Sorry. About how to insert multiple records. So we'll discuss all those things. Okay, those things are there in my agenda down the line. Let me show you that. See, inserting multiple records in a table in a single go. So in Oracle, how you can insert, in MicroSQL Server, how you can insert. So we'll discuss all these things. But if I will jump to this now, so maybe that's okay. Let me show you this. But so actually the sequence will be disturbed. But it's fine. Let me show you this. So if you want to insert, this is also one shortcut, right? Insert all into here. The table name is employee. So you can write employee. Okay. And you can write the values, whatever you have. Employee. So you just have to write the records, what you want to insert. Suppose this record ID is 3 and name is C, name is D, ID is 4, ID 5, name is E. Okay, so you can run this query and all the records to be inserted. 3 rows inserted. You have 3 rows here. Now, if you want to check whether the records are inserted or not, you have to write this, select a star from the table name. You can confirm that, okay, fine. The records are inserted. Okay, fine. So, any question, guys? I repeat. Okay, so it's
Hello,
almost.
Tanvir.
Yeah. Please tell me.
So while you're executing the insert statements here, why you're including select star from dual?
Correct. When you are using this insert all, syntax of inserting data, you have to use this select a star from dual. What is this dual? We'll discuss all these things. Okay, but right now just understand that you have to use this select a star from dual at the last, so that whenever you are using this insert all, this is the syntax. Okay, and dual is like a dummy table. What are the uses of this? We will see. Okay, any other question, guys?
Yeah, Tanvir, can we insert a record in single insert command?
In single insert, you want to insert multiple records?
Yeah.
No. In single insert,
like,
you can. That can
by
be done
giving
when
the
you
comma
have.
in the base.
No. That will throw error message. If you're using one insert command, so you can insert only one record. Okay. Or suppose if you have
after that value.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. After that, one record, if we put a comma over there and we mention the second record, will it work?
If you are mentioning the column names, okay, so you can control the column names, but again, multiple records you cannot insert in a one insert statement. Maybe if you want to, you can tell that, okay, Tanvir, I just want to insert ID and name. I don't have Delhi location, salary and department. Shall I insert only this two? Yeah, you can do that. But in one insert, you can insert only one record.
Tanvir, actually, he asking if we can insert the multiple records after putting comma after completing one record. Like here we have values, so you have inserted 6A daily, 100 HR. Then
Are you
after the
asking this one?
parenthesis close. Sorry.
Are you asking this one that I have written to insert a statement and I want to execute
Yeah.
both
So
in single row?
after so you have close the parenthesis here after the HR. Then after placing comma, we can only write to the 7-8 Mumbai 200
Okay.
and this will work.
Got it. This is what you were telling. Okay, I got it now.
After parenthesis.
After parenthesis.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
after
this?
one record complete.
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
So this will work.
No, this will throw error message. Fine. SQL command not properly ended. This is throwing error message. Okay, so that is what you can insert only one record in one insert statement. Is this clear?
Okay. Actually,
now,
I was got confused with the Hive command.
Okay. Maybe you see Hive, like Hive SQL is like you can handle unstructured data as well. That works on the key value pairs, right? So there that the few of the syntaxes are different, like in the date command 2_date. So there it works in a different manner. Okay, but that is but different. And you know, Hive it came to handle the unstructured data, and their format is totally different than any structured data. So that is why this confusion will be there. But just remember that if you want to insert a record, you have to use this insert into keyword, and you can insert one record. But your question is right that every time I have to write one insert statement, then I have to run that. Then you can do one thing. You can copy. But you know, like in real project, you have that loader. It will do all the tasks. But this is manually. I'm telling you. Okay. So if you want to insert
SQL Server, this works.
Which one? This is separated by comma.
So like we have written insert into employee values. Then after we can give the values separated by comma after every parenthesis, and this works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think.
Okay, maybe in SQL Server it might be working, but in Oracle, I think I've shown you that doesn't work. I will check in SQL Server as well. That's a good catch. I will check there as well. So another way is like you can write all the 4 statements, and if you want, you can run in a single row. See, all the 4 records are inserted. This is also one technique you can do. Okay.
Tanvir, also can we insert into 2 different tables in single query? So for example, in line number 37, we are inserting into employee, and let's say on 38, we insert into employee 1. So will it work?
Okay. So first of all, when you are inserting data in a table, so the structure of the data must be same. Okay. Suppose here I'm trying to insert in employee and employee 1. And if their structures are different, structure in the same, the number of columns, if it is different, so that will throw an error message. Secondly, here, if you're trying to insert in multiple tables, so that will throw an error message because here it is going from dual. So this employee tables must be same. Okay, you cannot use multiple tables. If you have data in one table, then if you're trying to copy that in another table, so that you can do with one query only. For that, you don't have to write multiple insert. That can be done using multiple query. We have insert into this table from selector star the other table, and data will be loaded. Have I answered your question?
Yes.
You guys can try this. I will show you this in the next class as well. We are almost 5 minutes late. Okay. Hope you all have enjoyed the session. Any feedback? Anyone? Any positive or negative feedback so far? Anyone who wants to go first?
No, it is excellent.
Okay, fine, perfect. Anyone else? Okay, fine. So guys, like I have shared the agenda with you. This is the agenda, and this will cover most of the like keywords of the SQL world from scratch till advanced. You can see that I have started from rows, columns, tables, and create table and all those things. Then slowly we will move to this different keywords, and you will see joins and some window functions and all those things. Okay, so this will take close to 3 weeks because in the last session, which is going on the SQL batch, so the session is very interactive and we have crossed 4 weeks. Okay, so we are entering 5th week now. So that is not a problem for me. So that totally depends on the interaction level. If you're asking question, if you are very much interactive, so I'm ready. I am not bothered that whether it will take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever it may be. But maybe if someone of you have various hard timelines that no, Tanvi, please finish this in 3 weeks, we can plan that. The only thing which I want from you is please make the session interactive, ask questions whenever I'm sharing assignments, do that. Okay. So final call, any other question? Okay, if no, fine. You can connect with me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, this Oracle tool that you are using, is it free for us or is it licensed tool?
This is just go on that Google platform, right? Oracle Live SQL. You can see Live SQL is mentioned there. Oracle Live SQL. They will ask you to register. So just register once. You give your name and all those things, and after that you will create one username and password, and then you can use this. Okay, so this is free only, but you are totally free. You can work on any platform you want to work on. Oracle. I have Microsoft SQL Server as well. I have SQL Plus. So where you want, you can run this queries. Okay, the syntax might vary a little bit, but don't bother about that. Okay, fine. Okay, any other question, guys?
Excuse me, Tanvir, actually, this is Prasad.
Prasad, Prasad.
Yeah, nice interacting, and your the way of explanation is very good. But one more, actually, one question I want to ask. So this SQL, you are covering only SQL or ETL related things also?
Yeah, so Prasad, the thing is, earlier I used to cover both in a single batch. Okay, but you see, this is the structure of ETL. In ETL, like I have to tell the entire flow, how the data is getting extracted from source file, and staging, integration, access layer, report testing, different scenarios. If you're getting multiple files from source, what will happen? So that is so then it becomes very complicated, and many of the students, they were interested only in SQL. They don't want to understand ETL. So that is why we have segregated our batch now. The ETL we have separate batch, and this is the agenda. And SQL we have kept a separate batch, boss. Okay. But whenever there is a conflict between the two topics, that some of the topics like dimension and fact, but it is present in both SQL and ETL. So I will cover that. Normalization, it is present in both the batches. So I will cover that in SQL batch and ETL batch as well. But if you have any other concern specific to ETL, you can connect with me. That okay, Tanvir, this is a scenario. Can you please help or something like that? If I know, we can discuss on that.
So ETL is a separate batch, you meant to say?
Yeah, ETL is separate batch. That batch was completed last week, Friday. So next week, Monday, we will start a new batch on ETL.
So what is that timing?
Timing, generally, I used to keep in the morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. because, after 8, we all have some official work, and the evening, everyone is occupied. So I need to check. Maybe that will be on weekends. Because one batch I used to keep on Monday to Friday 7 to 8, and the other batch is like Saturday and Sunday, weekend batch only 9 to 10:30. So mostly I think it will be weekend batch Saturday and Sunday 9 to 10:30.
Yeah, so that's any questions can I post onto the same group or WhatsApp?
Any question you can post on that WhatsApp group, or if you can connect with me, you can ping me and all those things, guys. It's like friend only. Don't take this as a very formal session. Take it in a casual way. Feel free to ask questions. I'm not a professional trainer, guys. I'm doing all these things. I have a hobby. Okay, those who are on my LinkedIn page, you can see I used to post SQL questions as well. Yesterday we have done SQL hackathon as well. So feel free, connect with me. Okay, and we can discuss. If you're facing any problem in your live project, if any query is getting stuck, you're getting error message, you can discuss with me as well. That okay, I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Tanvir.
No problem, Prasad. Any other question, guys? Okay, if you don't have any questions, so yeah, one more thing. Like I have to create a final list of participants. So and generally I keep only 10 participants in one batch. Sometimes if it is more than that, then I don't admit. I create a separate batch. So but here I can see we have 11 participants today. One has dropped, so 10 participants. So fine. So out of this, few of you have so we have a fee payment. Okay, I have kept fees as 1,000, and I know you all will agree that this is not very huge. Earlier I used to take free sessions. I don't charge anything, but then we noticed that the students, they don't take it seriously. Okay, so when we started that, okay, we will keep some fees. So it is 1,000 only. So I will request that those who are interested and wanted to continue, please make a payment of this 1,000 rupees, so that I will move to that final list of participants group. Okay, so that's all from mine, guys. Let's connect tomorrow at the same time, 7 a.m.
So, through GPay, can we open?
Any platform you can, and just share the screenshot with me. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Fine. Okay, guys. Okay. We are 12 minutes delayed. Okay, fine. No issues. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye. I will share the recording and this session hands-on in the group. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Bye.
So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Bye.